Hey Eli, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, doing really good. I'm doing a little story for the post. Mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Go ahead.
Okay. I was going to ask you some questions about the smoking rule on campus. As you know, smoking was banned on the Ohio University campus. I have a little bit of experience with this. My dad was kind of a big smoker when I was in high school and recently quit. So I wanted to see how people felt about our campus trying to go smoke free. So, any questions before we start?
No.
Okay. So, what are your feelings about the smoking rule on campus?
Well, I really didn't know that there was one until you just told me, so I have no opinion. Doesn't really affect me. Might affect some of my friends, but definitely not me.
Okay. Do you feel like, now that you know the rule is real, do you feel like it's an effective rule if your friends are still smoking on campus?
No,
Yeah.
not at all. They don't. No one's giving them tickets. No one's enforcing it. So.
Very true. Okay, so now that I know a little bit of knowledge about your personal opinions, I'm going to ask you about what you've, some experiences you've had with the smoking on campus. Do people around you smoke a lot?
I have some friends that do.
Okay. Do you ever, like, are you ever walking somewhere and someone just, like, lights a cigarette, and does that ever bother you if you're, like, behind them, like, breathing it in?
Doesn't really bother me. I mean, it's their choice what they want to do. I don't really care. I know some people that I'm friends with, they care because maybe they're asthmatic or something. But
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing against smokers. If you want to smoke around me, go ahead. I just won't smoke with you.
Okay. So you see people on campus smoking often, it doesn't really bother you, so you know that now. So...
Just keep going.
Okay.
Just keep going.
All right. Does it bother you that this rule was made? Well, you said
No.
that your opinions were that you don't really mind it.
I mean, I think it's the only part that bothers me is that they made the rule. I guess I think they're just trying to crack down on campus way too much. Drinking, smoking,
Mm-hmm.
doing things that you kind of come to college to do. Well, not you don't come to college to drink and smoke, but part of the college experience is learning things for yourself, and I don't think you really get much of a experience if cops are shutting down parties at 8 o'clock. You don't really get the chance, especially if you're underage, to get that drunk. You can't learn how not to overdrink, and I think, at least for me, that's how I learned how not to drink. Was I got too hammered one night, and I think the same can be said for smoking. Is you don't really know with rules if you
What the effects can bring you.
yeah.
Okay. So thanks for sharing that part about your experiences. Do you have any family experiences with smoking? Anybody in your family?
Well, my dad used to a long time ago, way before I was born. His whole side of the family has quit. His dad died. I don't think of smoking, but I think that was part of the reason his health deteriorated. I don't know. My family, if they did smoke, it was because it was the thing to do
Mm-hmm.
when they were, because it's usually my grandparents, so it was the thing to do, and then they learned all the health effects, and they all quit once their kids started getting, or once their kids were born, and once we were born, they all just kind of went cold turkey.
Okay. So, do they have any personal feelings about smoking themselves? Do they discourage you?
Yeah, they do. But I think it was also just growing up, we didn't really have many rules.
Mm-hmm.
We knew what to do's and what not to do's
Mm-hmm.
of everything, and and when I was maybe 5, my mom and I went over rules we don't steal, we don't kill people, over the top things, but then we don't. So we don't smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Was one of those, and I think just her leniency on a lot of things and kind of letting me try things for myself. If I got in trouble, she would have my back, but at the same time, it's I know for sure, I wouldn't do dumb things.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I've never tried smoking just because, like, since I was 5, that was beat into me.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I've definitely seen, like, effects of smoking and how they can hurt people. You know, I'm sure if I was, you know, a drunken night, I'm sure I've smoked a cigarette here and there, but, like, who doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, it kind of, I don't think you can't tell me I'm a smoker, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just because I hit a cigarette once or twice in my life, but, you know, it's all about the learning experience.
Okay. I was going to ask you if like any of your peers had changed your opinions on social media, but it seems like it's really ingrained with you that this idea is not like something that's like pleasant or something you should be doing.
No, it's I think I bought a pack of cigarettes my sophomore year because I had a friend here and we were splitting them. Every night we would get drunk,
Mm-hmm.
which was not that often, but I think I bought a pack and we split them, and I had one, and I was like, oh, this is stupid. And so I just gave him the rest. So it was like, I mean, like, peers have affected me. You know, they've kind of pushed me to get one, or if I'm drinking
Mm-hmm.
and I get to the point where, you know, I'm easily susceptible.
Susceptible.
Thank you. To like people's thoughts and peer pressure and stuff, like maybe. But if I'm in a clear state of mind or completely relaxed and like not stressed out, I think it's a little easier for me to say no.
Okay. All right. Well, I really appreciate you taking your time to answer some of my questions for me. Thanks so much.
No problem.